Hello, Aquarius. Ew, that was so ugly. Hello. um, hi, Aquarius. How are you? I hope you are doing well. If you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Nina or Sinfulpluto. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I love you so much. I hope that you're able to get a message here that you need for the upcoming week, all right? So we're just going to get right into it. This video is going to apply to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Sidereal and Tropical. If you don't know your placements, that's okay. You can go to astro.com. I have everything that you need to know. Yeah, boy. If you like the video, give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe, share with your friends, family, lover, if you have one. Anyone that you wish to share this with, and hit the bell notification if you so desire. And let's just get into it, okay? All right, so Aquarius, what is in store for you? What is in store for Aquarius the week of July 29th? Bro, cards I really want to talk today. What is in store for Aquarius the week of July 29th? You and Sagittarius, man, y'all really want to talk today. We got two cards. We have the Chariot and the King of Wands. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Cancer or a fire sign with the Chariot and the King of Wands. We also have, here, let me make this all pretty. We have the Four of Swords reversed. Okay, so maybe you're not getting enough sleep, in which case, take a nap. Six of Wands. Oh, you're definitely not getting enough sleep. Okay. Some of you really need to take a step back from something because you're overthinking. You're overanalyzing. You're doing you're thinking too much. You're not feeling enough. All right, so we have the Chariot, which is progress and moving forward. It can also be that you have a lot of focus right now. I feel that a lot of you really are gaining some sort of direction. I feel that this eclipse season really helped you because it helped you, it guided you down the right direction, if that kind of makes sense. With the King of Wands, for some of you, you could be taking on the energy of the King of Wands where you know exactly what you want. And you're determined to get it no matter what. You know, you're very persistent. But in a good way, because if this card would be reversed, then it would be consistent or persistent to the point where it's like annoying and not good. But I feel with the King of Wands upright, it's like you know what you want to do, and you have a direction now because you're pointing somewhere. So you're going forward and onward, and you're not letting anyone get in your way. I feel that you're really kind of stepping into your own element. It could also be that for some of you, I think that for some of you, you're trying to rush into something. I feel like you're going a little bit too fast, and the reason why I say that is because I have the Four of Swords reversed, so it's like you're moving forward, but it's to the extreme because now you're not getting enough rest, and I feel like some of you could really be doubting yourselves, and you're trying to make it seem like you are, what's the word? Like you're very confident in your decision, you're very confident in the direction that you're going down, but there's a little bit of doubt that you have within yourself, and I think that doubt is kind of eating away at you, and I feel like it's something that you're you're overthinking a little bit now. You're thinking about it a little bit too much to the point that you're not resting, so I really recommend and I encourage you to meditate. See the tone, the shift. I really recommend that you meditate, that you practice some yoga, that you journal, okay? Give your mind a rest because I think that you're overanalyzing. I feel like you're going into overdrive, and I can just see smoke like coming out of your ears, and I need you to calm down, to just take a nap, okay? And just stop forcing the situation so much because, you know, you're going where you need to go. We have victory here with the Six of Wands, so you're in the right direction. A lot of you really are headed in the right direction, and I'm really proud of you for that because I know that I've been scolding you the past, like, 2 weeks, and I was telling you, you know, like, you need to get your stuff together. But I see a lot of you doing that, which is really great. However, I think you're taking that to the extreme now where you're not getting enough rest, okay? Life is literally all about balance and moderation, okay? You don't have to overwork yourself to the point that you're dead because then what's the point of doing it all because you're just gonna be on your deathbed anyways. Okay, let me stop. Oh, it's 11:22 as I said that, and it's 4:44 the time. Okay, the time of the timestamp. Okay, anyways. So, take that. for what it is. But yeah, I do see you being very victorious, and I think that the light is shining on you. I feel that a lot of you are really, you're getting through and overcoming the battles. I feel that with the Six of Wands, it's like you're coming home from battle and you're very victorious and you're celebrating that fact, which is awesome. I think that for some of you, though, with this Four of Swords at reverse and the Six of Wands, it could be that you're partying a little bit too much. You're celebrating too much and you need to get back on your grind so that you don't fall back again. Yeah, some of you really need to like calm it down a little bit with the celebrations and with the partying, because it could be that you're overindulging in that a little bit. I also have the Hermit reversed, which you could be dealing with a Virgo right now. Maybe you're partying with a Virgo. But I feel that this is more so related to this Four of Swords reverse, where you're just not getting enough rest. And also, you could really be overestimating yourselves and kind of getting comfortable with where you're at. And you're like, oh, like I'm doing good, da-da-da-da-da. But I really encourage you not to get super comfortable with where you're at. Because yes, you might be doing well, which is awesome, and you might even do better soon. But there's always space for learning. You're never, people never reach like, I don't want to say never, but we are always learning as human beings. We are always learning. We are always evolving. Growth never stops. Growth is always happening. So I feel like this is just saying, like, keep on doing what you're doing and look for other ways that you can grow, just so that you don't stay in the Six of Wands energy, because you can party all you want, but eventually those parties are gonna grow tired. They're gonna grow tedious. They're gonna get boring, and you're gonna want more. So I need you to keep on doing more, and just get your bag, secure your bag, do whatever it is that you need to do, so that you can continue progressing as a person, so that you can keep on improving, so that you can receive more blessings into your life. Because I feel that a lot of you are really receiving a lot of blessings right now, which is awesome. But if you want to continue receiving those blessings, you have to put in the work for it. Okay, there's never a time where you can just be comfortable and sitting. Like there's rarely a time where you can just sit back and relax. Right now is not the time to sit back and relax. There's still a lot of work to be done. Okay. So yeah, the Hermit reverse is kind of telling me that some of you are really overestimating yourselves. Some of you think that you know it all, that you're good, you're really feeling yourself, which is, it's good. It's awesome that you're feeling yourself. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. But there's just more work to be done. You don't know everything. You absolutely don't know everything, okay? There's so much more to learn. There's so much that you need to do. There's so many things that you have to do. So don't exhaust yourself partying or celebrating or indulging in like the finer things in life, because there's just so much more, okay? Some of you need to do a lot more of reflecting, okay, with the Hermit reversed. Some of you need to do a lot more reflecting, a lot more meditating, a lot more spiritual practices in some way, or just introspection in general. Yeah, I think you need to take a break from the world a little bit. I think that some of you, you're surrounded by people. Some of you could really be surrounded by a lot of people right now. But I need you to focus. I need you to stay focused and do whatever it is that you need to do, but also give yourself a break when you know that you need a break. If you're feeling tired and if you're feeling drained, don't be scared to take like a 20-minute cat nap. Don't be scared to reflect a little bit, or to just give yourself some time to, give yourself a little break every once in a while. It's okay to take a break. Don't overwork yourself, but also don't be so lazy. It's a steady middle, man. It's temperance, okay? So there's that. Don't overthink so much, but also don't isolate yourself so much with this Hermit reverse. Yes, it's good to be surrounded by people, but not to the point where you're losing sight or direction of what you need. But also, don't isolate yourself to the point where it's like solitary confinement. It's all a balance, okay? It's literally all a balance. I know that it sounds like a contradiction, but it's all balance, okay? So, let's get into it. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. This kind of tells me that there might be times where you feel a little bit discouraged. There might be times where, you feel very like the world is just pushing you down and like kind of like oppressing you in a sense. But I really encourage you to remember that it's all temporary. We all have our ups and downs. We all have our times of, feeling discouraged or whatever, and that's okay. You just have to make the choice to stand back up again. Excuse me. You have to make the choice to stand back up again. I also feel you could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Taurus because I have the Hierophant reversed here. You could also be dealing with a Gemini because I have the Lovers reversed. Okay, so I think this is important to talk about. All right. So some of you, the Hierophant reverse can signify a lack of commitment or not wanting to commit to anything. It can also be, this is like your card. When the Hierophant is reversed, it really reminds you a lot. It reminds me a lot about you because it's like unconventionalism and like, you know, straying away from the traditional. For some of you, with this Heaven of Wands reversed and this Hierophant reversed, it can be that people are discouraging you from taking the path, what's that? With the Robert Frost, that poem, The Path Least Taken. I think you know what I'm talking about. That poem, whatever. That's what this is to me. Some people are discouraging you from taking the path least taken. No, there was a certain way that you said that. There's a certain way, the path, whatever. The path least walked on. Okay, but people are discouraging you from taking that path because they want you to do the conventional thing, but obviously you don't want to do that because you're an Aquarius and you're a rebel and you're like, no, I want to do this. I want to live my dream. I want to be like part of the collective, whatever. There could be an issue with that and you might feel really discouraged. You might feel that you're between a rock and a hard place. And you might feel tempted to succumb to their discouragement because I also have the Lovers reverse, which signifies falling to temptation or making the decision that feels right in the moment or making the easy decision rather than the decision that is good for you. So some of you could actually end up falling into temptation or like, you know, listening to their words of discouragement essentially. And that's why with the Chariot upright, you really have to stay focused. You have to blur out the noise. You have to turn down the volume of the outside noise because that's going to distract you. You need to stay focused and on your. You need to keep your eye on the prize. You definitely need to keep your eye on the prize and not listen to these other people. It could be a Capricorn or a Taurus who's doing this, or a Gemini or a Virgo who's doing this. Gemini. I have a lot of Gemini and Virgo energy. I'm just saying. So you could be dealing with them, okay? So that's one thing. But also, I think that for some of you with the Hierophant reverse, this is like you don't really want to commit to anything. This is almost like you don't really want to work for it. You kind of expect it to come to you. I think some of you are trying to look answers from like the spirit world, you know, like through tarot or through like psychic mediums or whatever, and you're kind of hoping to be given a blueprint. What did I say this for? I said this for Scorpio, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio as well, but this is like you're just like hoping to get all of the answers through tarot or like through other means of talking to the spirit world without actually doing the work. You're hoping that like spirit or like your spirit guides will just give you everything that you need and you don't have to lift a finger. And the answer is no, you can't do that for the rest of your life because then you're not learning, you're not progressing. So that's one thing. There's kind of like a sense of entitlement here. It could also feel with the Hierophant reverse and the Seven of Wands reverse that maybe you feel like people don't want you to be where you're at. Again, they're discouraging you from reaching a place of like success or something, especially in the field that you are pursuing. Maybe there's like a Gemini who's like really like jealous of you. I don't know. But also, for some of you with the Hierophant reverse and the Lovers reverse, I feel that there's a lack of commitment in a relationship, and it almost kind of feels like you're leading this person on. Because this, to me, this is passion, right? This is a lot of, like, sexual passion, a lot of, intimacy. But the Hierophant reverse is a lack of commitment. You don't want to commit yourself to this person. So this, to me, is like, if you need to find someone who wants the same thing as you. If this other person wants a committed relationship with you, you need to cut that off and you need to find someone else because I don't want you hurting this person. If you're not willing to commit, then don't continue talking to them. If you're not willing to commit to them, if you're not ready to commit to them, that's fine. But don't continue kind of leading them on and saying like, oh, I'm not ready, but soon I'll be ready. No. No. Absolutely not. You need to be honest about your feelings. You need to be honest, and you need to not lead someone on. So that's something. I kind of want to clarify this Hierophant reverse. So why is this here? Why is this Hierophant reversed here? What does this mean? Alright, card. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you could be dealing with a fire sign. But it could, yeah, some of you could really be dealing with a fire sign. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Pisces. Okay. So first, King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, some of you could really be dealing with someone else. This is like a partnership of some sort. This is like very passionate, very fiery. This is a couple of whatever this is a couple. Whether it's like romantic or platonic or familial, this is a pairing. All right. So we have the Hierophant reverse, and it's clarified by, where is it? By the Hanged Man. So you could be dealing with a Pisces. This to me with the Hierophant reversed and the Hanged Man, this is complacency. Yeah, this is you like not really wanting to work for it. This is you kind of maybe even looking at yourself as a victim and stuff of some sort. It just feels like, hold on, let me move these cards. Let me move this here. I feel like someone is just waiting for you. Someone's waiting for you. Because there's like a clock here. I'm pretty sure that's a clock. Someone's waiting for you. I feel that someone has sacrificed a lot for you, and you don't want to commit to them. And with the Queen of Wands, it's almost like they're calling out to you. But with the Two of Wands reverse, it's like they don't really have many options to explore. I feel like they've shot all of their shots. They've done everything they can to get your attention, and you're just not giving them the validation or the attention that they need or that they're looking for. So I feel that some of you really need to get that straightened out for if this is like a love interest for you or like a friend of yours. Like if you're not ready for them, let them know. Because I feel like this person has done a lot for you. Or it could be the reverse where you have done a lot for this person and they're not giving you they're not affirming that they're there for you, if that makes sense. So reverse the roles the way that you need to. It's not set in stone, okay? Energy is not linear. But yeah, no, I feel like this person has sacrificed a lot for you, or that you have sacrificed a lot for this person, and it's just not working out. For some of you, this can signify that you have sacrificed a lot to get where you are right now, and maybe you feel like you don't have many options, because I do have the Two of Wands reverse, where it's like you don't have much ammunition left, and I think that's why some of you need to take the time to rest and to meditate and to introspect, because you're overthinking now. To me, this is like you put all of your cards on the table all at once, and now you don't know what to do. You don't have any moves left right now. It's almost like the ball isn't in your court right now, and I feel it's because you were a little bit too impulsive with the way that with the things that you did. So I think that for some of you, it's really important for you to not rush into anything. I mean, like it's all about balance, and I think that a lot of you really need to learn to like go at a steady pace rather than trying to rush everything and trying to rush into all of these wonderful opportunities, because you will definitely tire yourself out. And you will definitely run out of ammo. You will run out of options. You won't have many options to explore. And I don't think that's good for you. I don't want you sacrificing an arm and a leg because you want that instant gratification. I mean, we have the Lover's reverse, so this is like instant gratification. This is you making the choice that feels good in that moment. This is you like doing the thing that you want at that, like you want it right now. That's what it feels like. And I really discourage you from doing that, buddy. Okay? Okay. So let's see if there's anything else. High Priestess reversed. Yeah, super. Okay. So some of you really need to listen to like your intuition and like your guides. If your guides have been telling you something and you're not listening to them, if you have been seeing synchronicities and you haven't been listening to them and you know what they mean, if you know what the synchronicities mean and you haven't been listening to them, if you have been receiving signs and you're not listening to them, this is literally this is the time for you to listen to your intuition, for you to listen to the guides, for you to listen to the signs, because I feel like a lot of you have not been listening to them and you have just been firing you have been firing shots all over the place. Two of Wands reversed, and now you don't have any ammo and you're like, oh frick, I don't know what to do. So in order for you to avoid this Two of Wands reversed, listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, wait. Take the time to rest, for sure. Definitely take time to rest, to revitalize yourself, because I think that you're really overworking yourself, you're tiring yourself out, you're making a lot of sacrifices that I feel that it could be very impulsive, and I feel that you're not in the right mind state. I feel that you're doing things based off of like calculations, I guess, but they're miscalculations. And so this is saying like you can't trust your mind to make all of these decisions because your mind is not in the best state right now. Or it will not be in this right state right now because you're overthinking. You think that you know everything and you don't. No, I don't like that. You need to rest. I think you need to give your mind a rest, and you need to listen to your gut. You need to listen to your intuition. And you need to look at things from a deeper perspective, because right now it's almost like you're looking at things from a very superficial way. I feel that a lot of you really kind of want to be the center of attention, and you're not really thinking about the consequences of that. I think you're only thinking about the superficial celebration. You're only thinking about like, oh, like you're only thinking about being praised, or you're only thinking about the numbers, or you're only thinking about this or that. You're not thinking about the spiritual or emotional impact on you. And I think that you need to do that. So get in tune with your intuition, listen to the signs, because I feel like you've been getting a lot of them. And yeah. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to go ahead and pull some spirit animal oracle cards and then an affirmation, and then we will be on our way, darling. So Aquarius, what does Aquarius need to hear at this time? Alright, so what message is Aquarius? What message does Aquarius need to hear? Time for a deep dive. Time for a deep dive. This is time for you to introspect. This is time for you to reflect. This is time for you to do the High Priestess thing. To, what's the word? To go through the veil, right? To pass through the veil, to pay attention to the subconscious things. This is time for you to delve into the subconscious and to acknowledge them. Okay. So first we have Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. So this to me is like talking about how many of us really take advantage of the small things, and we kind of just expect them to be there. We expect all of the nuts and screws to be where they need to be, and we forget that sometimes we need to tighten them up sometimes, and that we need to do certain things to maintain maintenance. And so this to me is saying that this is in relation to your subconscious, because we don't really pay attention to the subconscious. We kind of take it for granted. It's not really in our awareness, so we don't even know that it's there sometimes. So this to me is saying that you need to tend to the small things. You need to go into the subconscious. You need to fine tune some things in your subconscious. You need to heal whatever it is that is in your subconscious. You need to acknowledge those things. You need to learn from them. You need to face your shadow. Things like that, right? The fine-tuning, just making sure that everything is good in the subconscious area, okay? That everything is healthy, all right? And then we also have Koi Fish, which is there is always enough. So this is saying, like, first, I think that a lot of this resonates a lot with the Six of Wands, where you feel that you need everything now because you're scared that you won't have it in the future or that it'll be too late for you. But you have to remember there's always enough for you to go around. There's always enough wealth. There's always enough abundance. There's always enough blessings for everyone. You don't have to rush the process because it's waiting there for you, okay? You don't have to worry about, like meeting a time, stamp. What's that phrase? You don't have to worry about, like, time being against you because I think right now you're fine. Right now you're in the right direction, so everything is good. So as long as you do the work, as long as you do the fine-tuning, and as long as you connect with your higher self, with your inner self, and make sure that everything is good, you're good. Don't rush into it because there's always enough for you. And you'll be fine. You'll definitely, like, you'll be fine. You'll be good. You're fine. Some of you may need to, yeah. So blue, oh yeah, also we have embrace the in-between. So you're going through a transition, and I always have a rebirth as a shirt. So you're going through a huge transition, which is a lot. And you have to embrace the in-between, which is basically like being connected with both this world and the other world. It's the Pisces thing where you can have both of your feet there at once. It's the, what's the thing? It's the temperance thing. Even the star thing, like, okay, so, like, you know how in temperance, like, a lot of the times, the angel has the foot in the water and then the foot on earth? That's what this is. That's what that is. That's your connection to the divine, but also the connection to just, like, the earthly plane, okay? So, also, you may need to connect with your throat chakra, because I saw the blue. That's a lot of blue. What else? Your throat, your sacral. Yeah. Your throat and your sacral. So do that. You can do that like through binaural beats, meditation, yoga, affirmations, being mindful of your thoughts, being mindful of what you communicate and how you communicate it. Because I know some of, like, Aquarius is a type to say, I'm just being honest when you're saying something really harsh. So be mindful of that. But also speak your truth. Do it, but in a kind way. There's always a kind way to do things. So, Aquarius, what affirmation do?
Oh, that was too much. I don't like that.
All right, Aquarius. What affirmation does Aquarius need to hear at this time? There we go. Oh, you got the same card as Capricorn. And then we have... Oh, never mind. I thought this said maintenance. I was like, oh my god. Okay. So, we have wonder. Okay. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. Everyone's a teacher, okay? I also got this for Capricorn, I'm pretty sure. Everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in that moment. The ones who give me the fun lessons are the ones I call friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call a-holes. They've chosen a tough job, but sometimes someone's got to do it. Thank you, a-holes, for playing your part in making me a better person. Okay, we have nature right here. So heart chakra. Some of you might need to connect with your heart chakra. It's time to unleash your inner hippie and step outside of that man-made box. Take a walk in the woods. Smell those flowers. Hug some trees. You might think you're being ironic, like, look at me, I'm being all tree huggery and stuff, but you'll find that even then, those trees will hug you back. Trees come from a time before irony, and their earnestness and impervious to our jaded humor. Oh, and their earnestness is impervious to our jaded humor. If that doesn't make you want to hug them even more, well, I guess you're a robot. Little do they know that you actually are. I'm just kidding. And then we have manifestation. I want to read this one for you too. For you too as well. For you as well? If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Get specific and get greedy. you are holding a magic wand and you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that in every practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there are who know about what you want and might have the means to help you make them happen? Either way, stop waiting and stop manifesting. But don't use that word if you don't want to. So I think this is saying to me that you really are manifesting a lot of wonderful things right now. But like I keep saying, you need to just reel it back a little bit. All right? So that's all I have for you, Aquarius. I love you with all my heart, and I will talk to you soon, okay? Drink water. Do the things that I tell everyone else to do. You're probably going to be like, no, Mom, like, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? I don't listen to people who tell me what to do. Okay, then dehydrate yourself then. But anyways, I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.